So one of the biggest struggles I think with LOs is, and it's not, it's not everyone, but this is the number one issue is, they to scale, you have to get out of the minutia, which I call the loan process, because we're not processors, we're not underwriters, we're not them, we're not babysitters of loans, we're originators. We go originate a loan. So one of the questions we have is how do we get our loan partners up to speed with loan programs sooner than later, because that's going to allow us to scale faster and not have to put on the brakes. Does that make sense?
It
That's
totally
why I
makes
asked the
sense.
question. And Rick didn't even know I asked you this question yesterday. So
No,
And
but
you
we
know
were
what's
talking
really
about
funny?
it.
We've
what's
we
that?
we've got Rick said that you guys talked about it. We have enough people on this call that have been in the industry long enough to remember when that there was a time when processors were really and truly almost junior underwriters, and
Yeah.
you went and got the file and you dropped it. And then you
Yeah.
had to get your butt back out that office and
Yeah.
go get some more files. You did not have time to be going through the file. That was
No,
the
no, but I think, but back in the day though, you had to know their income, their assets, and all the
absolutely.
loan programs. Nowadays, people are just getting all this stuff, throwing it on a loan partner, and the loan partner now needs to be the expert. And we haven't taught all the loan partners to be the experts that the loan officers used to be. I don't think
Right.
some of the loan officers that have been in the business less than, 5 years or 10 years know the kind of products. And I mean, think about it. Back in the day, you pre-approved somebody without a credit report for 3 days. Well, you didn't pre-approve them.
True.
You looked at their
True.
pay stubs, their bank statements. You waited 3 days to get a credit report. There was no credit score. There was no DU. You had to be the almost the junior underwriter up front to know whether you had a real deal or not. And loan
Yeah.
officers today, even the ones that grew up in that model, are handing stuff off to LOAs that don't know what they knew. And they expect them to go ahead and qualify it. And then when something blows up in their face, they get all mad. And I'm the worst manager to work for that. I always blame the loan officer because it starts with them or their
Well,
loan partner, if
well,
that's who's
the deeper part is, one of the issues was, getting files in that weren't complete, or like just shitty files. Let's just call a spade a spade. So turning in a shitty file slows down the whole system. Everybody's backed up, and so how can we make the files cleaner when they come in? And that just has to do with the loan partner. So
I
that's
know
really
there's
what I'm saying.
one day one certainty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Start
okay,
utilizing day one certainty a lot more. And if you
okay.
don't know how to do it, learn how to do it, ask for training on it, and
Yeah.
utilize day one certainty. It takes out the income and asset question.
Yeah, true. Okay, cool. There you go. So we might be calling you Dion. We want, so yeah, that's why I asked them, like, how long does it take? So like we want to go, like, we want to have healthy growth, but we want to make sure we're taking care of our current people and then our future people, because I know to go from 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, like, you have to have a good loan partner that's educated, that knows the programs and stuff like that. So
Love that. And I
yeah.
also love that you guys were great loan officers back in the day, because the great loan officers went to the super califragilistic experienced processors when I was down there. And then the rest of us got the crap loan officers. And I'm
Uh,
telling you, we had to build a bear. You know, build a bear when you go to that that store and you have to
yeah,
build the
yeah,
bear.
yeah.
We had to build a
That's
file.
good. That's
Yeah.
good.
And, and
That's good.
and it wasn't it, and I because I don't want to seem like I'm coming down on these people. I mean, these people were making great money. They were
Yeah,
doing big
yeah,
numbers. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
through that experience, that's how we became who we were. We
yeah.
learned all that type of stuff. Yolanda just asked about day one certainty. Coach, do you want to answer that question, or you want me to?
Go ahead.
So, day one certainty is Fannie Mae's version of automated verifications. The agencies, Freddie and Fannie, are really trying to push you guys into where you're verifying the assets and the income through your work numbers, through your Equifaxes. The problem is, and why a lot of people don't really do it, Yolanda, is because over the years, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, the work number and the verification places have become extremely expensive. When
Mhm.
they first started, they were like 25, $35. Now you're looking at 100 and something dollars a pool. And it's like credit. Like, are they going to close? Or are they not going to close? Freddie Mac's version is it called AIM, Coach? AIM, Asset Income Modest something other.
I'm not sure about Freddie's.
We should probably do something about that, Scott. But basically, when you run your findings, I believe there's some place for you to put that work number verification code. Is that how y'all do it on your end, Coach?
Yeah, I think you have to put that in, and you have to have all their different account numbers for their banks and for their asset management companies and 401ks and all that kind of stuff, and it'll pull everything automatically.
And the system reads the income, Yolanda. It reads the assets, and it's good because it'll tell you if there's large deposits.
Hmm.
It'll tell you if there's
Wow. Okay, cool.
undisclosed debt.
Huh.
So it'll say something along the lines of, "Hey, this car note. I wish I could find something. Let me see if I can find something. It's been a while."
It'll pick up child support if you even if
Yes,
you asked and they didn't disclose it. It'll pick up, garnishes against their wages for some reason, for collections or anything like that. But it's, within 24 hours, you got everything.
yeah. And
Huh.
remember, LPA and DU are the original AI in the mortgage industry. It's been learning. It's been smart. It's so it's
Oh,
it's
so it's just
doing
gonna get
all of
better and
that.
better and faster, better,
Hmm.
faster, stronger. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. Yeah, I think we'll have our own day one certainty as a company before we submit it. Even, you know what I mean? I think we're gonna. I mean, that's already probably there. So getting better.
I I worked for a company. I don't want to say what name it was. I worked for a company, and their system was so advanced that anybody remember the transmittal summary, the 1008
No.
long time ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So their system was so like smart at the very top. And so think of the transmittal summary back in the day, the credit, the income, the assets, and the DTIs right there. It tells you how high your income can go, and it tells you how low your assets can go before you lost your approved eligible.
Wow, wow, love that. I
So
just knew
I
it. I just knew it so good that I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually I thought that everybody was doing it, like that was just like something that was going to happen. But
Yeah.
I've talked to a couple of my friends, and they all say the same thing. They still have to rerun findings if the income or something changes, and
Gotcha.
and hold their breath.
Crazy. All right. So, real quick, I always think about changing the subject a little bit. I always think about how to stand out in a crowded room or crowded world or crowded social or crowded phone, text, emails, blah, 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 right? We got 70,000 things coming at us on a daily basis. How do you stand out? So I have to start thinking about phone calls, number one, text messages. What's a typical text message? Words, right? What if you did audio messages? I think Deanna and I have done those back and forth. Like I think it's just a different button. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I put a little presentation because if you want to use a presentation, go in front of one-on-one or like use these things to get in front of one of many when it broker offices and stuff like that. But think about this. When you send an audio message, not a video message, but like, okay, so I'm trying to get you guys to do audio, like the video messages, but let's just go down a notch and go video messages. Does that stand out in your text box? Does it look different? And can you hear the excitement or energy or passion or inspiration in your voice from an audio message? Right? And here's the thing, you can do it everywhere. You can do it on your phone. There's different apps. You can do it on social. You can do it on LinkedIn, Facebook, like anywhere you want to do an audio message. There's just a click of a button. So real quick here. Let me just shrink this back down. Let me just go. Let me go like this. Let me go like. Uh, and so I always like to use chat a little bit to kind of see what am I missing. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so 15 seconds. Guys, this
Thank you.
isn't to ramble on. I'm not saying blah, 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 blah for like 10 minutes. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in and out, quick, easy. Hey, man, just came across your phone number. Would love to catch up. You have 5 minutes? Give me a call back. Shoot me a text when you're available. 15 seconds, short, sweet. The whole point of a video or audio message is to have a conversation. Okay? It's the holidays. Never been a better time to leave this one. Hey, man, holidays are here. I was thinking about you, Dion. Man, I'm so excited. Oh, my God. Family time, kids, presents, Santa. I don't know. I still believe in Santa. I don't know about you, but would love to catch up. Give me a call when you get a chance. And, man, talk soon. That's it. Have fun, right? So, the truth about connection text is information, cold, functional, easy to ignore, and sea of messages, right? Voice is emotion. Warm, personal, impossible to ignore when done right. Emotion wins every single time, guys. And here's the kicker. Almost no loan officers are doing this. Very few. Few and far between. Almost all my messages are text back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Where when an audio message, I can, if I have to get a point across, I can talk for a minute. And they're not having to read. They just listen. And so it's pretty cool in that respect. Rick had his phone turned on yesterday, and somebody sent him a message and actually reads it out, which is another cool way. But how many people do that? Not hardly anybody, right? So that I was thinking about that, Rick, the other day. Somebody sent you a text, but it came across and like you had your phone on to read it, which probably
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's
I think it
driving
came
mode or
across
something.
the when we were driving, it came across.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cool.
Well, I
So
think
so
we
higher
just
reply.
convinced me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the office with you today, and I am gonna record a text that my team can send out when they schedule me an appointment. I mean, think how cool it would be if the boys are able to just send out a quick, "Hey, it's Coach Rick. Thanks for scheduling the appointment with my guys, and looking
100%.
forward to meeting with you."
That's it, man. You just nailed it. Whole nother level. Whole nother level,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I'm doing it today.
Higher reply rates, faster than typing. Once you have it there on the iPhone, there's a really cool thing called it's called so if you hit the plus button and scroll down, it's called where's it at? Did I already have it at the top? It's just audio. It just says audio. It's an orange little like lines. And so it's just an audio. You click that, and it literally it's recording right now. So it's recording my voice as we talk, and it's listening to whatever I say. And as soon as I'm done, I just hit this, and I can listen to it before I send it. It's recording right now. So it's recording my voice as we talk, and it's listening to whatever I say. So I can send that message, right? It's too easy. More human connect. So like remember when we talk about staying human, being human, reminding people who you are, what you do for a living? Like this is a really cool way to remind people what you sound like. They don't see what you look like, but it's just a different way to stand out in a sea of text messages. Cuts through the noise. And it's truly the blue ocean strategy. I think we need to do the blue ocean strategy. We need to talk about that one of these days. I think it's a big deal. Like I always think about how do I separate myself from the competition? And I will tell most people there is no competition if you do this right. You stand out. John and I were talking about how a mortgage company just like literally tears it up in one of his towns where they do classes all the time. I'm like, we can make some damage there. We just gotta be better. We just gotta be better, faster, stronger. And there's ways to do that in marketing. And it goes back to are we in the mortgage or real estate business? Or are we in the marketing to our database, marketing to people, listening to people, talking to people about what we do? I mean, on the way here in the airport, I don't know how many times I sit down. Yesterday, Rick, I don't even know why that. I don't know why this happened. I don't know. But some guy, like I'm just sitting there, and he goes, "What do you?" I was having a conversation with somebody, and I got off the phone. He goes, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he was too. We were at the bar, and I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, what? Like, do I just say, ask me what I do on my like forehead? But
It's
then
like
like
ding,
that
ding,
opens.
ding, winner.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, he just opened a freaking can of whip ass. Like, let's go. You know? And he literally starts telling me, and remember yesterday when I was talking about repeat, like repeat what people say. So
Yeah.
he ends up saying to me in a very short period of time, yeah. I said, man, I'm in the mortgage and real estate business. I just help people with buying, selling, investing, and debt consolidation, man. It's the funnest job. I couldn't even ever imagine I would be in this position to be able to help put better people in a better financial situation. And he goes, well, I got $1 million in equity. What should I do with it?
Let's talk to Ferris.
And no, all I said was $1 million in equity. That's all, $1 million in equity, huh? And he started opening up to, yeah, man, I got this and that. My dog, like he literally, all I said, guys, was $1 million in equity. And he starts going, yeah, my daughter, this and this and that and this and that. And I'm like, it's that freaking easy to have a conversation with somebody I don't even know and get more information without even asking information. I just repeated what he said. It works every time because he started the conversation. So I didn't know. See, I could have assumed and went into sales mode when he said, I have $1 million in equity, or I could just ask more questions. Dig deep. Dig, and just repeat what he says. Yeah, my daughter's home. Daughter's home? And like literally, he's like, yeah, like, whoa, or this, I'm thinking about this, like it just kept going. I'm like, this is too easy. And then I look for, and then so like, this is the Jamie method. I'm building a relationship. My heart says zero expectation of anything in return. Leave this guy in a better place, some way, shape, or form. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. But if I'm going try to sell this guy, try to get a mortgage, I didn't want to, but I totally could have swapped information with him. Say, hey, dude, give me a call if you ever have any questions. Man, I'd love to be a resource for you. Right? Does that make sense? We make it harder than it needs to be, is what I'm saying. So, cuts through the noise, blue ocean. Next one, where to deploy your audio message? iMessage, Android, WhatsApp, broader reach. Well, I was talking to somebody, it might have been Yawanda, about the WhatsApp, and like she opened a can of worms on that one. So I'll be doing a class on that that's kind of mind blowing. So social platforms, Instagram, direct message, Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, there's no shortage of the key is consistency across platforms. Make a decision to stand out with your voice instead of text. All right, instead of words, voice, inspiration, excitement. And here's just a couple things. Um, Perfect timing when to send an audio message. Break the ice with warm instead of formal text. Rick, you just talked about that. Past client check-ins. Hey, just want to check in. How are things going? Anything I can do to make this situation even more exciting for you guys? Cold lead outreach. Deliver news with personal and urgency. Create FOMO, fear of missing out, with an excited voice. People run to excitement. The average person in the world is not happy at work, not happy with their life. And if you can just be that ray of sunshine, that little bit of inspiration that picks them up and gets them excited, they'll remember you, they'll use you, they'll refer you because that feeling is contagious. Follow up while you're still fresh in their mind. Remember the parking lot text we used to send out, like as soon as you meet with somebody, you
Yeah.
send them a text. Send them a voice message. Be different. Referral touches. Show gratitude in a way they actually feel. Hey, Rick, man, you know what? I was just thinking about you, and I just want to say thanks for that referral the other day of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like, they are such nice, amazing people. Everybody you send me is so amazing. And I just want to probably say thank you. I appreciate your trust. And so look forward to closing this one up for you and getting these guys into their new home. Does that sound better,
I've been
or did
doing
the
those
text?
calls this last week. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Here's the big part. I'm glad so you guys see what this spells? Hear, HEAR, human, emotion, action, release. No rush, remove pressure. You're helpful, not desperate. It a text can come, especially if there's caps. You know how the caps is like, why is he yelling at me? Right? So be careful with the caps. There's none of that going on. They're hearing you with excitement, with inspiration, with happiness. Like, to say something positive, right? The world's so negative. The news is negative. So just be that, just be different. All right. Three scripts. So, hey, Sarah, it's Tom from Apex Lending. Hey, I came across your strategy that made me think of you and your clients. Hey, you want to share it? Just text yes back. No rush. Either way, hope you're having a great week. I mean, these are silly. I mean, you can like make up your own scripts, but notice how each one follows here. That's the secret. Adopt these to your style, but keep the structure. Hey, Jessica, it's Tom. Rate shifted this week. Oh my God, am I excited? People are taking advantage of it in a couple different ways. Love to catch up. Give me a call when you get a chance. Okay? Keep it short. 10 to 15 seconds. Smile while talking. Smile. It makes a big difference. Stay casual. This isn't corporate voicemail. Don't be robotic. Don't read. If you have to read to send a voice message, just don't send it. Just be you. Do you. If it's a friend, you wouldn't call and read a script, right? With it when it's a friend. No rambling. Every word should have purpose. Practice once, then hit record. Trust yourself. The shorter, the better. Less is more. All right. The more you do it, and here's the thing: how do you practice? Just practice without sending the message, right? Pretend, record the message, just don't send it. Too long, too salesy, background noise, you got to have good sound. Sending to a cold list. Audio works best with people who know you exist. Warm the relationship first with a text. Don't be awkward, then follow up with voice. All right. Pro tip, if you catch yourself making one of these mistakes, don't panic, delete and record. That's the beautiful part. If you listen to it back and be like, man, that sounds salesy, or there was a little bit of desperation in my voice, there's a little bit of stress in my voice, it wasn't quite as exciting as I should have been. Delete it, start over, do it again. You don't have to, I mean, it lets you sit there and listen to it before you send it. That's the cool part. All right. Today's challenge: 5 audio messages, 2 real estate, 2 past clients, and 1 active lead. How about that? Set a timer, 30 minutes. Send these 5 messages before the timer runs out. Don't overthink it. Set the timer, go. Set the timer, go. Just follow the HEAR formula and hit send. Cool? Your voice is your unfair advantage. In the digital world, this is the humanization of the world that we need to bring back. Stay human, stay intentional. Your voice is your advantage. Cool? Does that make sense? Such a big deal. It's such a big deal. It's such a small little tweak, but such a big, huge differentiator. Yolanda, what you got?
Yeah, and I think this is great because other people tell me that they like my voice, and I don't know if that is true or if they're just if they're just pulling my legs. But what you've just said is like a bulb turned on because I think the voice advantage is there. Another thing I'm thinking about with this one is that you can multitask with just one voice recording. So
Yeah.
you can have it not too personal, and you can send it to 10 people. Like, for example, I shared on this platform that I do a morning text where I just have 10 people. I'm like, I've not heard from you in a while. How are you doing? Instead of texting them, record one message and send it to 10 people every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. 100%. It's so yeah, you could totally generalize it if you wanted to, and it's going to come across the same way. Like, hey, like how many, like when we send a text, you don't usually say their first name, right? So you can say, hey, my friend, man, it's been so long, came across your number, would love to catch up. Some amazing things happen in the real estate business. Give me a call when you get a chance. Hope all is well. Beep. Send. That was a little Christmas bells there. That was Christmas bells. So I'm trying to bring some spirit. Come on. All right, Jerry, what you got, brother?
Hey, this is great. And Coach, this is something we were talking about with the callers that we have, our suits guys, of sending that out with the when they're scheduling the appointments. I gotta figure out a script for that one because it's coming cold, not from me, it's coming from our callers that schedule an appointment down in the future. And a lot of times I find that they don't even remember scheduling it. So I think that voice message may kind of
I think that should come from you, Jerry. Once the
Yeah,
appointment's scheduled, I think you should pick up. Like, you have their
Oh,
number.
okay.
Yeah. Like it shouldn't come from them. If they book it with you for you, And then you get, hey, Jay, this is Jerry. Hey, I see we're on for 2 o'clock next Tuesday. I'm so excited to talk to you. Looking forward to catching up. And man, have a good weekend. If you have any questions before then, just give me a call.
Yeah, and
Okay. Yeah, I've done that Friday.
when you get the appointment, when you get it emailed to you for your calendar, you could always jump in, listen to what they said, and hear how the call went, and then leave that voice text. I was actually thinking about, like yesterday, I was in meetings all day, and they scheduled 7 meetings for next week. And if they had my pre-recorded voicemail that said, "Hey, it's Coach Rick, looking forward to meeting with you. Thanks for scheduling with the guys. Hey, I want you to think about 2 things. What are 2 things that would drastically change your business and help you do more loans that we might be able to coach you on?" And for me, it's a recruiting call, but for them, now they're thinking about 2 things, and you know what's going to happen. They're going to say 2 things that I can overcome because nobody's doing, with the
Right.
callers that like what we're doing. So
Yeah. Yeah. Good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, they could
Good
have
stuff.
sent that voicemail out for me, just a
Yep.
generic one.
Yep.
Yeah, because I have tried sending videos out, and I've tried sending audios out, and no response on them. So haven't seen a big difference. I think I just got to change what I'm saying and do those again. And
Ask
Well, you
questions.
gotta remember it's not about like just putting a message out there. It's about getting people on the phone.
yeah,
If you're just putting a message out there just to put a message, don't like I would say, how do I have conversations? Because then I can ask questions with questions, dig deeper, find a problem that I can maybe provide a solution to, or just share some things that's going to put that thing in their head that turns into a reticular activator that they go, man, I wasn't even thinking about that. Pulling tax-free money out of my $1 million in equity and buying an investment property or buying like whatever. I said, but if you want to, and we talked about that a little bit last night. I'm like, only if you want to get in the investment business, I said it's a great way to, because then you could take advantage of the appreciation. So I start giving him some ideas, but whether, and then I just kind of, the best part about being in person is you can read the body language, right? And so that's another whole class that we could dig really deep into. The five love languages is another one. Like you guys need to be knowing all this when you're having conversations. Like when you shake somebody's hand, do they touch your arm? Like do they bring you a gift when you first meet? Like that's a gift. Like all these little things that play a huge part in like instantly connecting with somebody is a big deal. Body language is so huge. So, all right. That's it, guys. Today is Friday. I'm gonna miss you guys. Have an amazing weekend. What do we got? How many days before Christmas? 19 days. Make the best of it. What you do today is gonna be January, February, March business. Stay relevant, stay human, stay consistent, stay focused. Just do, even if you don't work today, can you do like a half hour worth of things that will touch people in a cool way that reminds them of who you are and what you do for a living? Absolutely. Can you do an hour of it? Absolutely. So I'd recommend that. You take the rest of the month off. Just do something that's going to touch people in a cool way that reminds them who you are. So when they're around family, friends, Christmas parties, all that stuff, that if they're thinking about buying, selling, investing, and if you put audio messages into this, now they got a message they can listen to and get excited about. So let's as a group figure out the coolest, best messages that has people calling us back, going, I'm in. I was thinking about that. I want to do that. So that's what you want to think about. Is what's the one message what's a hot topic right now that everybody's hearing on the news that we can spin into a positive? I mean, Rick, we could use the Genray, which we'll be rolling that out, guys, as soon as we're ready. But we can use the Genray to hit agents with the audio messages. Hey, like, and
Yep.
call listings and say, hey, if you're having a hard time moving this house, we have a program that's 1.5% below market. We'd love to talk to you about it. Give me a call back. On a one
You
and a
could
half
even use that on the for
live
sale by owner
broadcast. Yeah, yeah,
strategy.
yeah, yep. So there's a lot of ways we can use this video messages, and come across with passion with people that you're currently working with. It's just crazy not to take this to another level with these audio messages. So good luck with it. Have fun with it. Remember the success stories. We'd love to hear about it so we can help other people. And let's just take this to another level. All right. John Gillespie, parking lot text. Oh, Dion, you don't know what that is? So parking lot text is after you have a conversation. It used to be like when you meet with somebody in person. before you left the parking lot, we would send, hey, just want to say thanks for taking time out of your day today to meet with me. It was so nice. You're awesome. Look forward. I always assume I'm going to work with everybody. Hey, look forward to working with you. Have an amazing rest of the day. Just as a thanks. So
What if
you do
they're
it on a
parked,
Zoom.
what if they're parked next to you?
So let them leave. Or do it what? Yeah, I mean, like, how many people sit in their car and like do something when they get back in after a meeting, right? Because we're in sales. So, like, I'm gonna catch up on text, or just I'm gonna catch up on text messages. Boom. Like, you can even have that message saved. Copy paste. Boing. You know.
Yep.
You could schedule it for after like the meeting and just cancel it if it. I mean, there you go. Like, okay, I know my meeting's at 1. I'm gonna send it at 2:30. You know, and it's done.
Do you do that? So I'm a desk warrior. Do I do that after I talk to somebody? Like I have a great
100%.
conversation with them, and then when I
100%.
hang up, that would be my parking lot text message.
100%. Yeah, especially if you have a meeting that's scheduled on the calendar. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Zoom call, phone call, all that stuff.
Hey, can I ask one question?
Yeah, Greg, what's up, man?
Could you put your avatar to say the message by video, by voice?
But the
Put your
avatar, your
Put your
avatar.
avatar as the text, and it says the message instead of just the voice.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Well, you have
Like
you have
his picture or whatever
yeah,
he's
well, yeah,
using.
with my mouth moving, the blah 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 blah.
So you could send a picture after it. I don't know that. I don't know. That's kind of
Sorry.
You have to
No,
almost
no.
attach that as an attachment,
Yeah.
a video recording of yourself.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud.
yeah,
Well, I like the way you think.
yeah.
I have another thing I'll have to share with Scott sometime on. I just thought of a way to get really, really rich.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
share it with you.
I like
Probably
really,
sometime.
really rich. All
Probably
right.
sometime. Probably
All right. All
sometime.
right. I'll call
But
you.
I'm happy to share it with anybody. But
All
yeah,
right. Hey,
I have
hey,
I have
Greg.
crazy ideas.
Hey,
Okay.
Greg, I'm calling you right now.
You just
All right,
gave me a
guys.
brainstorm. Thank y'all.
There
Hey,
you
we're
go.
we're
All right.
all calling you right now,
Yeah,
bud.
everybody's calling you. You're gonna get about 30 phone calls right now.
You got to have some technical. You got to be above me with technical experience to do it. But yeah,
All
all
right, I
right.
got you, man.
All
I
right.
got you.
I'll take care.
All right, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Stay safe.